Hello everyone, welcome back to Blockception. As you can see, today we are going the Nether. This is for one and only one reason: Blaze. So far I've noticed that no one has much of a XP farm apart from really zombies, and I believe there's a skeleton one over here and there. Oh, there's a fair few zombie pigments around here. So I should probably not cheese them off. Anyway, I recently found a nether fortress. This also happened to have a blaze spawner right near me. I actually jumped right down onto it, which was a little bit scary. I was kind of trapped there for a little bit and they started spawning and, shooting their fire at me. But we got away safely. So other than that, I don't believe we have much to do. So we are going to make a blaze farm. First things first is to disable it. Anyway, this the blaze. Oh poo. Does that mean there's another one over here? Okay, I want to try and avoid all them. It's not the biggest nether fortress, however it is a decent size. Now we need to go and come down here. I'll show you exactly where I dropped down, which was a little bit of a scare. Was it down here? It was around here somewhere. Or it might have been further across. Anyway, we just need to look for some cobble down here. Where are we? So, is it possible it's over this side more? Nope, it's down there, that's for certain. I can't seem to spot my little cobble stairs. Maybe, nope, not down there. I think I'm just going to have to drop down again and hopefully I can find it. Oh, there they are. There it is. So if it was to come up here, maybe I dug up. So let's be quick and quickly disable this spawner. It's right down here. Uh-oh. Spawn, blaze. 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 Quick. You'll notice I'm actually using leaves. It's a lot easier once you've disabled it to actually just set the leaves on fire, which will then undisable it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We need one more coming across. Okay. Please don't do into the fire. So I now have my very first of these. Now, I think that should cover the base floor. We just need to do the top. Another good thing about this is it is going to allow me, I don't actually have to go into the nether fortress for my new farm. I can simply dig a tunnel up into the other end. Uh-oh, I ran out. It's okay, I have dirt on me, so dirt will do it anyway as well. Please don't set me on fire. It's not too bad. I'm going to use just the generic design, which is designed by Etho quite some time ago, just to disable it. Sorry, not to disable, to actually make the farm. But until then, we just need to get prepared. So I'm going to quickly dig out this area so we can start building. So here we have a nice little room I made just to store some of the goods while we go and make this actual mob farm. But other than that, here we have my little pathway down which will lead to it. Later on it'll become an actual path from my nether portal. Until then, this is going to have to make do. As you can see, it's a little sloppy, so I'm going to have to clean it up. Got a bit of a cave underneath me. But I'm sure many of you have seen exactly how to do this. You all know how. So I'm not going to bore you going through it bit by bit. However, I'll give you a quick step-by-step as I do it, just so anyone who hasn't seen it before. Step 1, disable the mob spawner by having a 3x3 square and then having one extra length on the north and west sides, creating a 7x7 square where the actual spawner is. Do this 2 layers deep, in which the first layer starts with the mob spawner and the second layer goes on top. Step 2, build a roof over it 9x9 squares so it goes over the disabled mob spawner by 1 block on all sides. Make sure this is 2 blocks higher than the disabled mob spawner. Build the walls another 4 blocks down so it comes 1 block below the disabled mob spawner. Then have sticky pistons 6 on all sides placed one behind as shown here with glass in front of them. After you do that, then you want to cover in the corners like so. And finally arrange it like so, where you have a redstone repeater facing into the block underneath the piston to power it and a stone pressure plate so when you land on it, it will power the piston. Step 3, repeat step 2, only actually making it small so as to continue pushing the blaze towards the center. Step 4, repeat step 3, only have the pistons 2 blocks wide now instead of 4 blocks wide. Step 5, we now have a 2x2 chute, so make another 2 sticky pistons with the same exact design, pushing these blades into one chute that is 2x1 blocks. Step 6, use 2 sticky pistons on either side of our now 2x1 chute so as to stop off blades to create an effective turn off switch. Okay, step 7, and I'm going to slow down here because we're getting into the redstone and that's going to take a little bit longer to cover. First of all, with these 2 pistons up top, you want to actually power them at the same time, this is what I mean by the roof, with redstone, so it will actually close it off. Okay, that one should have turned on. There. Oh, sorry. There we have it. Now it should be on, I believe. Yep, see, now they're both closed. So I just had a bit of a blockage there with some netherrack. This will stop more blades coming down. To do this, it's very, very simple. You just want a redstone wire running up to behind each of the blocks or underneath, whichever way you prefer, and you just want to power it as such. So the redstone will go down each side into the center, as you can see right here. This is powering the blocks underneath the actual sticky piston, and then have it connecting to a lever up here. They just connect down underneath and they do a little circle up here and up behind the lever. That's rather simple to do. What's going to be a little bit harder is going to be these pistons here, these second ones. These are going to be used for the crusher. Now the crusher is a bit of more of a hassle because with the redstone update they changed a lot of how the redstone works. So the old redstone signal extender, by just placing a whole bunch of repeaters one after another and setting them all to 4, whatever else you did, doesn't work anymore. There's a fair few different techniques for the actual redstone repeaters, but I prefer to use my own technique, which is very, very simple. Just dig out a room sort of around here, and anyway, you want as many repeaters and redstone as possible, and you go 4 repeaters across and 4 redstone at the same time, and you just repeat this process along the entire way. Okay, I may need a little bit more room. Okay, well, I'm going to quickly dig this out. What should I do? One more? Yeah, one more should do it. I didn't exactly measure this out beforehand, but I'm putting some cobblestone on the floor just so it's easier for you to see the redstone and what it is exactly that I'm doing. Hopefully it'll make things a lot easier. You can put it on the netherrack, however it is near impossible to see when you do. So let's do one more quick thing of these. Remember to make sure the redstone repeaters face the direction towards the crusher, because I'm actually doing it backwards. It's going to look a little bit different as I'm doing it. I'm actually doing the redstone repeaters behind, oh, not behind me. Basically I'm just doing it ahead of me where I go. Okay, so 16 left, another 4. This should be enough. I believe so. We'll find out later. You know, I don't have much left anyways. And as you can see, we now have this little setup. Someone may have already come up with this one, I don't know, but this is the design I came up with myself. Now for each of these, start from say left to right. This one stays as a 1, this one gets used once, then you change this one to the 3rd setting, and this final one to the 4th setting. And you just repeat this throughout the entire thing. This works really simply. If any of you understand redstone, you'll already know exactly what it is I'm doing. Basically, as the first one comes through, the signal will send it straight through to the rest of them. So this first block on the left has no lag. The second block has a slight lag before it'll send the signal through, so it'll take over after the first one. The third repeater does the exact same thing with a little bit more lag. It kicks on after the second one, and the 4th one kicks on after the 3rd one. This powers the entire circuit for this duration, which will then get multiplied over and over again. And say you want to actually, I'll quickly finish this so I can show you. Say the crusher is going on for too long. That's quite easy to fix. All you have to do is break one of the repeaters. But you got to do it in a certain particular order. So 1, 2, that's 3, and that's 4. So this is done. Anyway, I'll quickly show you how it works. So I now turn it on. As you can see, it goes through straight away, and it has a bit of a lag. I don't have that much of them, but that's how it works. Anyway, other than that, all I can really say is, for this, say you want to have one slightly quicker, just break this one right here. You get the repeater back and it should go for roughly 1 tick less. So as I do it again, and there you have it. I was just thinking maybe a good way, because that's not actually lasting long enough. There's a lot of other things you can do. Say you can just break these. Do say every second one of them. Doesn't really exactly matter how you do it. You can do it in any sort of way you like. Okay, that's 4. I may do this one as well. No, if you're gonna do this, it has to be on the side. Just make sure you know that. It does put that back to 1. So let's see how this one works now. Does that crush it for long enough? I believe that actually could rather work. It's very effective, I'll give it that much. Another one you can do is quickly join these up. Oh, no. That's a mistake there. Repeater across them, which will allow it to actually travel through quicker at the same time. So you're taking a shortcut in the circuit, yet not actually allowing it to come back. So yes, that works quite well. Now the last step is to try adding these in right here. And this one. Lucky last piston. Sorry, repeater. I believe this. It does look a little complicated, but it's quite simple when you think about it. So how's that looking for time? That actually could be long enough, but it could not be. Anyway, so I'll just fill around with this. I may need to go make some more of these and fix it up, and I'll be back. It's looking a little different, but it's still basically the same principle. All I've really changed in this is it has an extra delay at the start, so it'll delay it and then go through the entire process twice. But basically, I'll give a quick explanation for any of you who are trying to wrap your head around this. Go from the shortest route, it comes up through here. Each segment has a delay. So first there's a short circuit towards the end of it, and then it'll delay itself on the way up, and basically it's one loop which is delayed with short circuits. So basically, if I was to use this little mouse pointer, say it has to get from this point here to this point. Instead of going straight to here, it basically goes straight to this point and also goes around, oops, my bad. And it'll also go around even further. So it goes straight to it, and then there's a delay as it comes around here. That way, it comes, in a way, it has a delayed effect. I'll just hit the button and I'll show you. As you can see, it just runs all the way around, yet still keeps short circuiting at the same time. Hopefully this will actually keep it down or close long enough to kill it, or have it so we only have to hit the blaze once before it dies. So let's just head up here quickly and see how it works. Yes, I've said it before, I may be wrong. If I am, don't hate me for it, but I believe this was Etho's main design for the blaze farm. I just use my own redstone basically. I use the same principle as he does, but a little bit different. Now we need to quickly, this is why we have the leaves, that way we can just set it on fire and easily end it. So get our flint and steel, we just want to start up some fires. Shouldn't take too long. Hopefully, however, it will actually get rid of all of them, all the leaves. This server is on hard mode, however, I have known things to not burn completely. So it's traveling down here. Is that one going to, yep, that one got done too. Any more? So shortly or soon enough, we should start seeing some blaze spawning. Okay, oh, I was about to question why it was so bright in there. Yeah, so there we go. Blaze is going down, and the piston tunnel is slowly pushing them towards the center. So that's good news. Other than that, I believe there shouldn't be too much more light in there after this fire does its thing. Okay, is it going to burn that last block? No, it went out. And it appears we have a bit too much light down there, so we're going to have to take care of that as well. So first, let's quickly finish this. That should, yep, that's burning those. Is it going to burn the last one? Come on, yes, thank you. And of course, there's still more. This is one of the main problems you will have with the actual fire is it takes a while to go through the entire thing, and quite often will go out beforehand. So now we've built this, I had to quickly polish up a few things. I had a bit of an issue with the pistons. So that's all fixed up. I just had to rearrange the actual redstone going to the top pistons, because having a block on a diagonal to this piston, which is powered, will cause the piston to stay powered. It won't actually power the piston, but it will stop it from not being powered. So this is it. Now we need to test it now. So we need to open this lever and let about one through. I believe I should be still within range. Okay. No, it appears down here I'm just out of range, so this is actually not good. This is not good at all. Okay, so I need to be 2 blocks higher. Anyway, shouldn't be too hard to fix. So I managed to get 2 blades down here, but that should be enough to actually test this out. It sounds like it's actually working now for some reason. I don't know why it stopped working. So I'll hit the button there, and we'll see how many hits it takes with bare hands to kill it afterwards. Hopefully we should be pretty close. So this one suffered the worst, and that takes it still takes far too many. So I'll just quickly kill this one. And anyway, let's just fix up this. So to fix this up now, we just need to have an extra delay in it. So now where are we looking? We want to say have some redstone running down. No, not down there. Down here and here. And we want to have, let's say, first I'm thinking we'll have the redstone going down here, have a repeater. So one thing, I need redstone as well as the repeaters. So have a repeater going down here, then have these repeaters up here. I don't know why I actually have that one there. I don't particularly need it. This one goes to the maximum. Hopefully this will help us. Although this is the exact same as this, so it won't be doing much. However, what if we were to now do an extra one there? So is there any delay? This should hopefully work out quite well. No, it closes too early. So we'll need, say, this one. Break this and connect another short circuit. So this, when it gets to this point, it will then go backwards and continue to power the pistons. Hopefully this should fix our problem just by adding in one extra of these repeaters. It appears it does. That appears to last longer, so let's give it a quick test. Drop another one down, close this, let's hit the crusher. Now, hopefully, cross our fingers and hope that we don't need to actually put too much effort into killing him. Okay, so 1, 2. Okay, is that? Why have I got it? Okay, that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 it took that time, and we also can't get too close, otherwise we're going to shoot fire arrows. So we're going to need some half slabs going there after, so they can't see me. So we need to make it last that little bit longer. I'm just going to have a couple more of the delays here, which could hopefully do it for me. So we'll have some more repeaters. Let's do another 3 and have them up at maximum. And one last there. Now we can only hope that works, but it should do something. Now allow one more through. So I have finally perfected it. Finally. Okay, so this is my now repeater room where the delay happens. I had to mess around a little bit. I've just cleaned it up fractionally. Also around here, this is where I had to have one final delay. I was lucky enough that these extra little delays I had here was just enough to bring the blaze down to 1 heart. The only issue now is I have to actually be a couple blocks up high for the spawner to activate. I don't know exactly why this is. I can only assume it's because it's in a terrible position and I must be in the chunk below it or something. So other than that, I'll give this one quick test round. So let some blaze down. Yeah, we've got 2 there so far. There should be more coming. All we need now is the half slabs. Also, you got to make sure to remember to use the glass from the pistons so as to not hurt the blaze on the way down. That way they all have full health when they get to the bottom and the crusher doesn't kill some of them. or leave some of them with 2 hits left, so 1 hit per blaze and they die. Okay, some minor adjustments have been done. Basically this is it. I now have a platform which is about 3 blocks up, so the blaze can actually spawn. Now spawn becomes active when I'm standing up here. I have raised the lower level by 2 blocks, and I have also improved in here by having the pistons which will block it off on the back half and the ones on the side a little bit higher as well, so it works a little closer up to where it's active. The reason why I like these blaze spawners so much better than the zombie spawners, everything which I was previously trying to use at E-Reader's place actually, it looks fantastic, but being a zombie spawner, it's actually really slow. There's also the fact that a lot of zombies will spawn with armor, so you may get some with thorns to end up hurting yourself, and others which you need to use swords to kill just because you'll be there hitting all day. But with this, as you can see, my experience just skyrockets basically, and this is only from about being a couple minutes AFK. So as you can see here, the actual bit that blocks it off is now 3 blocks higher than where I'm standing, so there's 2 blocks in between where the blaze can actually sit and the roof of when I close it off, which allows when I have the crusher, so no blaze will go, say, well, how should I explain, some blaze will jump up a little bit and they won't get crushed as much as others, and it'll take 3 to 4 hits at the most, and that's just a hassle. So I have this so they can't go anywhere, so they all get crushed to 1 heart. Anyway, that works out that. Also, I have finished off the last thing that this blaze spawner needs, which is just around the corner here. We have ourselves a enchanting room. Yes, an enchanting room. It makes everything so much easier. That I have just a chest for chucking some of the blaze in. I have my diamond tools, which I'm in the middle of enchanting. Nothing special yet, but I do have unbreaking efficiency. I have another fortune pick all the way back at my base, and I'm going to sit here for the next few hours and see how we go. I'll catch you next time, folks, on the Blockception server.